One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Red Raiders will kick it away to start us off. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Kansas offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-timer baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Unloads it left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense. On the first drive of the game, you're not just getting a 3-and-out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with a safety to open this thing up.
So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will have its first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really good.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Eakin. What a cut, now he's loose. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Get the big-time receiver. Early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Makes the grab on the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the point after is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Kansas offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Jayhawks line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Jayhawks are on the move. looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Canty. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. Catch and stride inside the 15.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. Pocket breaking down. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. To the air, it's Morton. That's caught. It's Hudson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. On the set. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. This offense has it with really good field position. Pulls it and fires to the left.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. They'll try the run. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Catch in the middle. It's Virgil. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Red Raiders come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gets the back moving. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulsa is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 18 to Louisville. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Morton. Looking deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Tight end now in motion. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Pickett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
4th down coming up.
The Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Grabbed over the middle, it's Carter. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Jayhawks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
To throw, it's Daniels. Lets it fly. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the right side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a heat. Finds us back in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Jayhawks in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Virgil. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going to swing it on 2nd down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unleashes to the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence.
The Jayhawks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more.
Makes a grab deep. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the 3rd quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
The short hands. It's Virgil. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Grab behind the line. It's Joyner. Touchdown, Red Raiders! A great catch and run for 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Got it in the middle. It's Canty. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the catch. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
38, Kansas. 24.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
You know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Makes the catch. It's Douglas. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Douglas. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Okay, ready? The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching.
Turning it on! That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
To the air, it's Daniels. Shoots it to the left. That's caught. It's Henderson. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. To the air on first down. Gets rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Wide open downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Jayhawks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here comes the heat. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Touchdown, Kansas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Red Raiders come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gonna run it. It's Joyner. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Jayhawks want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Right on target this time. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Wants to throw again. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Pickett. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too.
There he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they take it in for 6 more points. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And the offense takes control of this football game. Right? I'll tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
No gain on the play.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Armstrong Jayhawk. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
One more play to pad the stats. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Breaks into the open. And that is how we will wrap this one up.